Good evening, Jeffers and Jeppets, Roggor here, and welcome back to Baruk-Gunud, the lonely volcano. Well, last time we were here was mainly an episode of monsters, suicidal hobbits, and our first colonist born in the I call it colony, fortress, whatever you like to, Emmanuel. Maybe he's having delusions of grandeur right now. And we're having the same goddamn problem at the end of last episode. All of these stupid bloody hobbits keep going for the longest possible route to actually get out of the fortress, and they keep just collapsing down here from frickin' malnutrition. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to have to, capture them. Yeah, it's warning me that it'll anger the Shire, but they're going to die on my property and that will piss them off anyway. At least this way they would at least manage to survive at least a short while. Oh dear, what we got here? Man hunting black cats. And actually a quite large amount of them. Oh dear, I've got a few guys way out in the outside areas of the fortress, so I am going to have to do the good old-fashioned just get everyone out, because they are only black cats. There's a fair few of them, but again, they're cats, you know. They can be bastards, but they can't be absolute demons. Well, here they come. Didn't even manage to get outside, unfortunately. However, by having everyone here in this hallway, we should at least be able to get a few decent shots off. And of course with Durin acting as meat shield. Obviously as a cat lover I hate this, but it's them or me. Really is the War Fortress like now, isn't it? Well, that's the cats dealt with. Suppose, you know, food, maybe. And I did what I had to do, which I captured one of the hobbits which was starving on the outskirts. Unfortunately, that massively downgraded my relations with the faction to, you know, actively hostile. So it actually would have been better if I had just let them starve to death and just take the hit that way. But you know what? It's too late now. At the very least, what I can do is with this one and the other one, which Jackie's rescuing, Myrtle didn't get very far either, is at the very least, if I heal them up and let them go, then, you know what, that will increase the faction relationship a bit. But ultimately, bloody stupid hobbits. Right, got a new set of traders. Hopefully these ones won't hang around till they frickin' starve to death. Oh, if you guys want it, just pick up one of the cats on your way. Well, of all of the objects to become a legendary item, a legendary end table? Can't exactly see a coffee mug on there saying I heart New York. Oh god, the androids are back. But this time they're bringing mortars. Ah, shit. That's quite bad. It wouldn't be too bad if we had some other form of power besides these geothermal generators and the solar panels. Because this is literally the only area that they can bomb. Bugger. No, I'm gonna have to go out and fight them. As to why one of them is on fire and is being shot by his friends, I have no idea. Because normally what happens in sieges is they drop in, they then move to an area, some supply pods drop in, and then they build the mortars out of steel. And some sandbags as well. Doesn't seem to be happening with these guys. Maybe the altercation here fudged with the AI? Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's the supply pods. Right, so in that case... And they've got some very nasty sniper rifles, so we need to basically run and gun right in. Because if they get those, not the mortars, but if they get the sandbags up and running, Oh god, are you kidding me? Shit, Emmanuel's dead. Damn it. Oh, Tony is gonna be pissed. Right, and that's the last of them down. God damn it. He lasted all of 5 fucking seconds. There goes Tony, carrying her own dead son to the frickin' tombs. Oh, that's freaking dark. Although, silver lining, we've gotten a bunch of good stuff at least. Fortunately, I don't think you can break up androids for parts, annoyingly, but oh well. There we go, interring your own son. Let's see, well, some masterwork sarcophagus will be, so that's nice. What's the art? Title of Blood. The sarcophagus bears an image of Antonio Tony Cephalou holding her newborn, Emmanuel Cephalou, who is already trying to pull himself around. A gunsmith watches from the distance. The horizontal structure of the image almost conflicts with its cell-shaded style. 4 cannibals appear off to one side. Tells the story of the birth of Emmanuel, who lasted all 5 fucking seconds. Oh, and Jackie's collapsed. That's grand. No, Durin collapsed. Idiot, he was trying to work through the pain. So far, those bleeding androids have definitely been the greatest threat we've had so far. Beyond anything. Like, literally, freaking nightmares from 1920s writers are less weird than that bunch of nonsense. Oh no. Jackie miscarriage because of the injuries. I completely forgot that she was fucking pregnant in that fight. God damn it. Okay, so we finally got rid of the last of our prisoners. So all in all, that entire debacle with the freaking suicidal hobbits basically gained us a mild new enemy, and I just hope they don't send a raid against us. Because things were fine, we're trading with them fine, and then bloody stupid idiots decided, oh, let's just sit around and just not eat and then die and then blame it all on somebody else. Tiny idiots. Ah, so we've got Trader from the Dwarven Hill clans, but Colin is here, the brother of Durin. Okay, but all in all, for having her son's face literally blown off of his shoulders and then burying him pretty much instantaneously, Tony's actually still pretty damn happy because he's got married, the honeymoon phase, but basically look, got married is a plus 30, but having your child die is only minus 25. It should be minus 125. Well, that explains why the frickin' traders were taking so long to get in. God, blimey, is that is the one I'm thinking of, isn't it? Oh yeah, Durin's brother just got eaten by a frickin' mountain lion. Whoops. Fortuitously, however, these guys are frickin' weapon traders, and they are giving very good prices. So I am going to get rid of a shitload of this crap and take them for every single penny they have. Oh, and now we got another vampire. Apparently, I think what happens is if they get exposed to too much sun, they literally start to go berserk. Because he's... Yeah, he's downed. Well, they did it and they declared him as hostile, so I'm gonna hope that they just... their own internal affairs are just their own. Just because it happened on my land doesn't mean I had anything to do with it. Sits there literally having the worst case of sunburn in all of history. Ah, and the Idda faction has now sent us a peace talks option. I might actually take them up on that, because if I remember rightly, they do have guns, and like I said, I want to narrow it down to the goblin tribes and tribal humans, because those guys are nice and easy to massacre. Okie doke, so with negotiations in mind, Scottish is still my best negotiator, so he will take point there, and I'm going to send him Arimba, and I'm going to send him Durin as bodyguards. You know, hopefully I won't be needing them at all, but you know what, just in case. Scottish has had some success with the peace talks. It has increased by 68%, and then neutral. Okay, that's grand. That is very, very handy indeed. One thing I have noticed, and I don't know if it's a glitch because of mods, but I've noticed that in all of the orders I've had for them to smooth stuff down and getting the frickin' tavern ready as well, they've only been smoothing the floors. They haven't actually done anything to the walls, which is what I wanted them to do, because at least then I can start like laying cables through it and start getting things put down. Tiny, tiny morons. Apparently Jackie's throwing a party in the rec room. I mean, there's many, many dark jokes I could make about why she's decided to throw a party, considering her current situation, but hey, you can do those yourself. Well, here come the great negotiators, and Arimba. Well, a little bit of a darker episode than normal, that one. This place is not child-friendly, seeing as how we, suppose you could say, 2 of them just died in this particular flipping episode. Oh well, but things are progressing. They are progressing. At least we've finally gotten rid of all the bleedy suicidal hobbits, and all of the androids are hopefully leaving us alone for a tad, maybe? Really, I just want to get the frickin' pub up and running, but it's taking so much longer than I thought, blimey. But again, I don't want to do a massive time skip and then to say, oh, by the way, half of the people who you've been following are now dead, because I just simply wanted to see the pub ready. Oh well, either way, for the moment, thank you very much indeed for watching this silly little video of mine. If you enjoyed it, have a little look-see down at the channel, see if there's anything else I've done which takes your fancy. If so, have a little look-see. Bar means, my friend. Subscribe if you want to, but most importantly, please be wonderful to each other. See you next time.